Get close to him, man. All right?
I'm not even nowhere near you.
Okay. Like I said, just don't put it so close.
Hey, don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't. No, you don't touch me. Don't touch me.
Get in my personal space. You
Don't touch me.
You understand that?
You're looking for a reason to violate my rights, and I'm going to hold you accountable.
That's fine. You have a great day, okay?
Today's Frauditor of the day is Long Island Audits. But I guess he's not living true to his channel name, because in this video, he's actually in a town that I'm pretty familiar with. I actually went to high school in this town. Kenner, Louisiana, a small town that is literally built around the New Orleans International Airport. And this has to be an older video, because there ain't no way he would be in that city and I wouldn't know about it. And as always, before we start the video, I want to thank all my channel members. If you're not a channel member, you should probably become one. Please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And if you want to donate to support the channel, you could do so at buymeacoffee.com. There's a link down below in the description box.
You can't bring that in the building.
Oh,
no.
Hey.
Whoa, nothing.
No.
You can't bring that in the building. You got to go take it back out.
What do you mean?
Just what I said.
Why
you can't
can't I?
have any record. You're actually committing a felony right now.
How am I committing a felony?
Because you cannot film in a courtroom.
I'm not
Have
in a
you
court.
ever-
Am I in a court? Are
Oh,
we in
yes,
a courtroom?
you are. Yeah,
We're
every
not.
part of this court. No.
We're
Come
not
on,
in a
sir.
courtroom.
I'm not going to
We're
argue
not
with
in
you.
a courtroom.
Yes, you are. Any facet
Get your
of the
hands
court.
off
I'm not
of
going
me.
to tell you
Get
again.
your hands
I'm
off of
telling
me.
you. Out.
Get your hands off of me.
Out. Yeah, you can't.
How
go
is this
out.
considered the
Nice.
courtroom?
No,
I'm going
I'm
out.
filming here, man. I'm not. Yeah.
Because they say so. Anything that you consider to be law is wrong. Everything that comes out of your mouth is just a waste of oxygen. You're just a delusional little man.
You need to get your hands off of
No,
me.
I'm
I want to speak to your
I'm
supervisor.
escorting you out. Out.
Yeah, you get escorted
Out
out.
the room. Yeah.
Step out. You cannot bring anything in this courtroom.
Where's the law that says that?
I'll show you. Step out of the building.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe that sign right there on the door. And don't say just because there's a sign there doesn't make it law, because it doesn't. It's just there to remind people like you the actual law. The same reason they put do not drink signs on bleach bottles.
I'm out of the building.
Step out of the
I'm
doorway.
out of the building.
Let me go get the sheet for you.
Can I get the law?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to see
absolutely.
the law. What's your name and badge number?
Wait, well, let's see. We got it posted.
It specifically
But if
says.
You read this.
Look, no, you look. Look over here. Look. In courtrooms.
Yeah.
It specifically says in courtrooms. In courtrooms.
whole area.
Do you understand what that means?
No. Do you
in
understand what I'm telling
courtrooms?
you? Do you
No.
understand
Are you
what
a
I'm
law
telling
enforcement officer?
Yeah. Excuse
Can
me?
I get your name and badge number?
You can look. You can look it up.
What does that mean?
2, 3,
Is that
2, 1.
professional?
Yeah.
Is that
No,
you can look it up?
We're going to show you what I'm telling you about. Okay.
It says in courtrooms. Where do you get off just putting your hands on people
no,
like
I'm trying to
that?
escort you out because I don't want
There
you
you
to
go. You
go.
can have this copy.
There you go. There you go.
In courtrooms. In courtrooms. Why
Yeah,
can't I want to speak to? I want to speak to a supervisor.
I am.
All right.
This explains the whole anything involving the court in this building. It's written in this law for you.
This is not a law.
No, Supreme Court rule.
Yeah, it's a Supreme Court rule.
But it's still not a law. It's a policy. It says here.
Right, Supreme Court
They
ruling.
control
Yeah.
all courts. I'm trying to tell you when you're in there. You can't film.
In courtrooms.
No.
Yes, and
If you
anything
read
adjacent when
anything
court's
adjacent
going
to
on.
it.
Court is going on right now.
Where does it say adjacent to courtrooms? Show me in here specifically. You're the one that's enforcing this rule or policy, so I want to have it clear. What part of this am I
No, this is the
in
city
violation?
That ain't the Supreme Court.
Photographs, courtroom, or any facility designated a courtroom under circumstances.
Yeah. I'm not in a courtroom.
This is it. You can have a copy of it.
But I'm not in a courtroom.
That's it. We
I
gotta
passed
go
You
back
it.
can go to the Supreme
Yep.
Court and look it up.
So what would I be arrested for then? If I go in here and
Not listening.
exercise my
Come
rights?
on.
Not
They're
listening.
not taking that in here. I'm not going to tell you again.
But what-
It's
Step out
move
of the
your
doorway.
foot.
I'm trying to get in and access services. Wow. They handed me a paper that says nothing to do with, that has nothing to do with filming inside of the courtroom.
No, it does. You're just too dumb to understand it. Again, Long Island Audits just thinks anything he says or believes is true.
Here you go.
What's this?
That's the state copy of it.
You assaulted me. You understand that, right?
I didn't insult you.
You didn't assault me?
No.
I would like to file.
Escorted you out the building, that's all.
Supervisor, I'd like to file a complaint against this man.
He insulted your feelings, maybe, but unfortunately for you, that's not against the law.
Vets.
File one of it.
Yep.
Wow, really professional. Hey, how are you doing? Can I get your name and badge number, please, sir?
Brent Donovan.
What you got? You got a complaint? What's the deal?
Yeah, can I get your name and badge number, please?
Right there.
Yeah, so I called you guys down here. I see that you spoke to them first, which isn't shocking to me at all. But
Do you need something on that?
yeah, I do. I was actually yeah. What, you have something else to do more important than doing your job? I don't understand.
You have anything?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, go ahead. Make it
Yeah,
quick.
so sir, you're doing your job right now. There's no need to escalate the situation. Just
Okay, are you ready?
yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready.
Yeah. They said they already spoke with you. They didn't want you in there for whatever reason. They gave you some statutes.
You can't just they didn't give me any statutes. They didn't give me any.
You're more than welcome to go to the lockup and speak to you. You can make a complaint on somebody.
They did listen.
All right, we're gonna
they
head out.
didn't.
Appreciate it. You have a good day.
This is you taking a complaint. This is you taking a complaint. So this is you taking a complaint from a concerned citizen.
Close to me, man. All right.
I'm not even nowhere near you.
Okay. Like I said, just don't put it so close.
Hey, don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't. No, you don't touch me. Don't touch
Don't
me.
get in my personal space. You
Don't
understand
touch
that?
me.
You understand that?
You're looking for a reason to violate my rights, and I'm going to hold you accountable.
That's fine. You have a great day, okay?
What's up with you? What's up with law enforcement over here in Kenner? Huh? You like putting your hands on people? You like going hands on, right? That's what the officers inside did. I was assaulted. You're not going to do anything about it, right? No, because, yeah, exactly, no. Why? Because you just assaulted me too. It's common practice here in Kenner, right?
Right.
Think you could just put your hands on anybody? If you didn't have that uniform on, you wouldn't have put your hands on me, and you know it. But because you got that badge and that gun on, you want to be tough to the person that you're supposed to serve.
Okay. You have a great day, okay?
Yeah. You have the day you deserve, tyrant. Completely ridiculous. Completely ridiculous. Wouldn't even take a complaint. Completely ridiculous. Kenner Police, car 235. Wow. Hi, I would like to speak to a supervisor regarding a complaint.
Okay, what type of complaint?
A complaint against officers.
Okay, go ahead and have a seat. What's your name?
My first name is Sean, S-E-A-N.
All right, go ahead and have a seat.
All right, thank you. Hi, ma'am, how are you?
Hi, how you doing?
Good.
I'm Detective Gallagher.
Detective Gallagher?
Affairs. You want to come over here?
Sure, that's fine. So, Detective, I'm just here today. I wanted to file a complaint against a few of your officers.
Okay.
I'm an independent journalist. I travel around the country and promote transparency and accountability within government. I was exercising my First Amendment right at the mayor's court in Kenner,
Okay.
and I was physically removed from the building. No de-escalation techniques were used at all. Just immediately went hands-on with me and physically removed me from the building and then locked me out of the building so I couldn't access that public building. They were saying that there was some sort of policy against recording in the courtrooms.
Okay.
They handed me some policies that did state you cannot record in courtrooms. Signed policies, not laws, but signed by judges, so probably judges' orders. But I was never in a courtroom, and I was in the publicly accessible areas.
Okay.
Then they came out and handed me again another Louisiana State Supreme Court ruling, that's a policy against judicial conduct that stated that you cannot record adjacent to an active courtroom. So I wasn't anywhere near a courtroom. I was in the courthouse, yes, I would agree with that. I was in the publicly accessible lobby areas. I was going to actually speak to the clerk to pull some files. Again, it's about transparency and accountability in government. And like I said, they didn't want to hear any of it.
I promise you, this is going nowhere. He can make his little complaint all he wants. They're not going to look into this. It's Louisiana. They don't give one F about your feeling.
I tried to explain to them when I was there, to my purpose there. They didn't want to hear it. They grabbed me and immediately pushed me out of the building. I then called for, because I wasn't aware at that time that they were Kenner police officers. I was aware that they were police officers, but I tried to call the Jefferson County Parish, the sheriff, Jefferson Parish sheriffs, and they directed me to Kenner. 2 officers came out, so I called and I said, hey, listen, my rights are being violated. I was assaulted. You know, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Under the statute in Louisiana, I was assaulted. So 2 officers came out. I tried to greet them cordially when they arrived on the scene. They didn't want anything to do with me. They just, even though I called for them to respond.
Was that the Jefferson Parish or the Kenner?
This was the Kenner.
Okay.
So they responded. They didn't even acknowledge me. They just went inside, spoke to their partners, I guess. They spoke to their coworkers and came out and said, "What do you want? Like, what are you doing here?" And I was like, "Well, I was just exercising my rights." They're like, "Well, they told you can't go in there. You can't go in there, public building or not. There's nothing I could do for you." So they wouldn't even listen to my complaint, didn't even take anything seriously, completely brushed me off. As I'm following them to their car, because I'm asking them questions, why are you leaving? What are you doing? Why are you doing this? The one officer, he grabbed my hand, he pushed my arm, saying to get out of his face. And I was probably the distance that we are now, a reasonable distance. But again, so my complaints are excessive force, violation of my rights. There was no need for that. It completely escalated both encounters. The encounter where law enforcement arrived and then the original encounter were completely overblown and I believe an excessive use of force for sure.
Okay, well, we'll definitely look into it. Did she give you?
Yes, she gave me a complaint form. I'm not done filling it out just yet.
Well, go ahead and fill this out for
Yeah.
me. Did you get any names or anything?
I have one officer didn't want to provide. He said I could look it up, but then he told me his badge number. Because every law enforcement officer I come in contact with, I usually ask them their name and badge number. You told me immediately, professional. But one of them said, look it up, and then he ended up giving me up a number. So I'll put his number. I don't know his
So
name.
when did this happen?
Just now, probably about an hour ago.
Okay, and you were at the Kenner courthouse?
Yeah.
Down Williams?
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead and fill all this out for me.
Yeah.
Once it's completed, what is your name again?
My name's Sean
Sean, what's your last name, dear?
Reyes, Reyes.
Is it Sean?
Yes, ma'am.
And spell your last name again?
Reyes.
All right. And you reside right here in Kenner?
No, ma'am. I'm a New York resident.
New York resident?
I'm here traveling on business.
That's cool.
You aren't there on business. You don't have any business. You're there to cause problems. Same reason you go anywhere. It's to cause problems and chaos. You might as well pack your bags and go back to New York because you're not getting what you want from Louisiana. So maybe you should live true to your channel name. Thanks for watching, guys. As always, I want to thank all my channel members. If you're not a channel member, you should probably become one. Please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. The subscriptions mean a lot to me. They take this a lot farther than you would think, so that's really important. And also, if you want to donate to support the channel, you can do so at buymeacoffee.com. There's a link down below in the description box.